Hello, everybody. Am I audible?
Yes, Harsha, I can hear you.
Yes.
Oh, Ravi.
So just give a minute, okay? Okay. So let us start the session. So I'll just review what we have discussed yesterday. So let us discuss the what we have done yesterday and uh, continue with the today's session. Okay. So yesterday we have understood that we have to prepare the environment by enabling certain CDH services, which is ADM, which is responsible for models to work. Okay, then we have DDS, which is responsible for Cassandra database, right? Which is responsible for Cassandra database. Then we have RTDG, real time search stream background processing. Okay, all these are for real time events and also for the background processes, everything to run. Okay, so then we have seen the Cassandra. So Cassandra, I told you that uh, it's recommended due to scalability and availability. So we have internal Cassandra, we have external Cassandra. So then we started with context dictionary. So what is context dictionary? So the context dictionary is nothing but the place where you define all texts. See, context means what? Audience. Context is nothing but what? Audience to whom you promote. See, we are doing promotion here, right? We are doing promotion in Pega decisioning and Pega marketing. What we are doing? We are doing promotion and marketing in an effective manner. So, if you want to promote some product to the customer, right? So, you have to know the audience to whom you are promoting. So, that is nothing but the context or subject. Just a minute, guys. Okay, just a minute. Okay, so context or subject, both are nothing but audience. Okay, context or subject, both are nothing but audience. So, guys, let me know like if you are not able to hear or any issues if you are facing, just let me know. Okay, fine. Now, in the context, we have three types of context here. That is a primary context, secondary context, and associated context. Primary context, secondary context, associated context. See, you can promote to these people, right? You can promote to existing customers. You can also promote to, let us say, not customers. You can also promote to different people like leads. So these are all different types of audiences. Okay, these are all different types of audiences. So you have to configure them in the context dictionary before you start the application or before you start the implementation. So why we have to configure means all the marketing rules, okay, all the marketing rules will take the information from context dictionary only. Okay, so here primary context is my main audience, secondary context is secondary audience, and associated context is the products or services used by the audience. Okay, the products or services used by the audience. So at a given point of time, there will only be one primary context, multiple secondary context. Whenever you are promoting to the audience, you have to make it as primary and you have to promote that. Okay. And why do we need associated context? Why do we need associated context means, see, for example, there is a customer called ABC. Customer ABC has a product that is called personal loan. So you are promoting personal loan. You are promoting personal loan to the customers. Then already this customer is having personal loan. Then you are not supposed to promote it again, right? So that does not make any sense. Okay, the customer is already having personal loan, and again you are promoting personal loan, so it does not make any sense. So that is the reason we need to know the associated context of every context, or you can say associated data. It will be somewhat making sense for you. Okay, so associated data for every context we have to know, so that if the customer is already having the product, we don't need to promote it again to that customer. Okay, so this is very important to have all this data. And in the context dictionary only, it will ask you what is the email id, what is the phone number, what is the customer name. So whenever you are saying promote to existing customers, then directly it will take this email id property and it will send an email. For example, you say promote to this leads, then directly whatever the phone number property that you give, it will take and it will start promoting. Okay, so let us see where do we
Only one
configure
question here.
context. Yes.
So how basically we'll get the data, like first level data, second level data, third level data. How will the data organize? Or how Pega will know, or how will promote?
How Pega will get what?
Means how you define the there is data, like first level data, second level data, third level data, correct? So this is
Correct.
so that data mapping, how you will
It's
manage, that
all
we will
it
manage.
all depend it all depends on what the business will tell to you. Okay, the business, you will ask the business as a lead or a BA, you will ask the business who is your primary audience. The business will say mainly I want to do marketing to existing customers. That means one customer is there, he is having some debit card, you want to promote credit card. Okay, so main targeting is existing customers, the business will tell you. So then you will decide, okay, that should be the primary context. And you will ask whether you want to promote to any other audience as well. For example, you have so many followers are there in your Facebook, Twitter, do you want to promote to them also? You will ask like that. So they will say yes, then you can create as a secondary context. Then the next question is, where are the customers, where is the data, can you share the data? So then they will say, like, in this system data is there, in this system we are maintaining the data. So then you have to figure out how to get the data from that system to Pega, using import job, using a connector, or using you can take a export of the database and import in your database. So like that you have to figure out how to take the data. So generally data will get updated day to day, because let's say you have 10,000 customers. Tomorrow some customers might leave, some customers might join, some customers might expire, he might be died, they might be deceased. You have to update it frequently. So 99% of the time customer data is not static, because Customers come, customers leave. So you have to do daily import job. That is the most recommended way, where you do the import job and where you get the latest customer data into your system. That's what you do. Okay, so this is very important that you check all these things with the business. Okay, understood or not?
Yeah, Ravi, but yeah, understood. But once you show the real-time example, you will cover the sorting steps.
Yes, yes.
Okay, thanks. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to the app studio. You have to go to the app studio.
Okay, one more
And
last question. So in Pega, we have this prediction studio. So for CDA, do we need prediction studio or we don't need prediction studio?
so we use prediction studio for CDH. Prediction studio is what we use. So in settings, we have the context dictionary. So this is where you define the context dictionary. Context dictionary means where you define the different contexts and the associated data, as well as the relationship between these contexts. Okay, so this is my context 1, this is my context 2, this is my context 3, and whatever the products that they are having, any services that they are having, everything you define here. So like I told you, like when you want to promote to account, then you say change primary, and then you will switch to the account and you submit. When you want to add a new context, that is new audience, then you say add context, and then you can start adding the context. Okay, so that is how you do it. But Pega does not recommend adding this manually. You have to do through a wizard, which I will tell you on Monday, probably on Monday. Okay, but this is where you define the context here. And when you click on this context settings, I told you, right? So you have to create a class. It is not Pega's job. You have to create a class, a data class, where all your customer information is present. Assuming that you are promoting your offers to the customers. Customers means who are already there with your bank. So you are promoting to those people. And here customer ID is the primary key, and automatically it will ask you what is the full name, what is the email, what is the mobile number. Like I told you, right? So you have to give the email ID property here. Now, whenever you are sending an email, automatically it will send email to this property value. Okay, whatever property value is there, right? To that value, it will be sending. That's what it will do.
So
Same way,
Ravi,
whenever
one
you are
thing.
sending SMS. Yeah,
So we are promoting to the a group of people, right? Not the, just one particular person,
right.
right? So in that case, you in the right hand side is showing the full name, last name, that kind of things. Uh, are you going to do manually, like one by one name and stuff?
No.
No,
So
no, in the database.
it is just asking the property or the column name where the
Okay,
name
column.
property is there. Yeah, column name where it is there. So that
Okay,
even if it is 10 people, 20 people, it will consider
yeah.
that column.
All the properties. Okay,
Mm.
property names.
So if you go to the this class, right, which is already created,
Yeah,
you have to actually maintain this data. See, all these things which we are discussing right now,
yeah.
they have to be done before you start the implementation, after you create the application, and before you start the implementation. Okay, of course, environment setup you have to do before implementation only. Like I told you, right, 5 services you have to enable, you have to validate whether they are normal or not, and you create the application. After you create the application, first thing is you have to start importing the data, customer products, and configure the context dictionary. So just I am showing you the OOTB data, and again Pega has given you some wizards to automatically insert some sample data and also some sample data model. See, because we don't know, right? Maybe the system that is used by the business might not have all these properties, right? They might not have all these properties. They might have maybe first name, last name, like main properties which are there. What is the age? What is the salary of the customer, like this? But in order to do decisioning, you also need some certain properties like CLV value, credit score, all these things you need it. So like, is it prospect? So like some properties are needed. So Pega has some component which will allow you to get the calculation of these properties also. Okay, it has some components to get the calculation of these properties. But anyways, this is my customer data. So if you see the customer data, there are so many columns are there here, right? So you can see here a lot of data is there, and like this you need to import the data to the Pega decisioning. Okay, what is the name, what is the address, all the data, complete information about the customer. Of course, at real time you don't have access to customer data because they will not give. This will be a dummy data in your dev environment. Only in production you will have access to customer information, but no one will give you customer information in dev environment. Okay, so just be aware of that. They might ask you to generate sample customer data. How to generate also, I'll explain you. Okay, how to generate the sample customer data which looks like real customer data. How to do that also, we'll come to know that. Okay, so that's what you do. And just I will show you one example why context dictionary is very important to configure. See, let's say I go to the CDH. On the left side I have audience. I go to the segments. So I go to the segments, and so within the segments I click on create. See, we'll come to this topic detailed later. Just I am showing you why context dictionary is the first thing that you need, or second thing you can say, not first thing. I'll tell you the steps. What is the stepwise how you need to proceed with a new application? Okay. See, first thing is, first step, very important step. First we have to do in your environment is prepare the environment. So when I say prepare the environment, enable the CDS services and verify whether the status is normal. So how to enable, I told you. We have to go to the set env.bat and set the denote type equal to your service names, comma separated values. Then you restart the server. You will go to the decisioning infrastructure. Okay, you have to go to configure decisioning infrastructure. This is where you have to verify whether all services are normal. So this is the very first step or very first thing that you have to do whenever someone has given you the environment. Second thing what you do is you just create the decisioning application. Okay, so you create the decisioning application. Then what you have to do, we will see today. Okay, we'll see today. So if you see here, um, you see the segment is there, right? Automatically what it is saying, select the context that you are promoting. You see, select the context. This is coming from context dictionary. This is coming from context dictionary. So you might have different types of audiences. One is customer, leads, social media followers, like interested people, like that. Multiple people are there. So on which context you are creating the segment. So again, what is segment will come to know. But the marketing features will use the context dictionary to identify the audience. Which audience you want to promote, that you have to define in the context dictionary along with the properties, so that wherever you are doing any promotion, automatically it will take from there. So that you don't need to you don't need to configure every time, right? Everywhere there are so many features are there. Wherever you do promote, if you are adding it multiple times, then it is a effort. So that's the reason only one time you configure in context dictionary. Then it will ask from there only all the time. Fine. We will now start with uh, creating the application. We'll now start with creating the application. So what I will do is I will go to the Dev Studio. By the time you create the application, you should have two things. One is the environment should be set up. That is, you go to the configure and you go to the decisioning. Okay, you go to the configure, decisioning, infrastructure. Okay, infrastructure, services. All this should be normal. That is, all the services should be normal. That is the first important thing. Second thing is you should have this data, customer data. You should have with you, or you should know where it is present. Customer data, customer products, all this information, you should have this data with you, and you should aware of how to classify the class structure and all that. Then I go to here and I click on new application. So what we will do is we'll take a what application will take. Let us take a bank application. Okay, I'll take a bank application and we will start creating. So I'm going to. So what you do? Um,
Uh,
you go to the CDH. You click
Ravi,
on
one
new
request.
application.
Ravi,
Yes.
one request, Ravi. Can we take other than bank because bank example is clearly explained in Pega Academy, so that we can learn the new things like healthcare or
Okay, then let us take telecom. Okay, is that
retail.
fine?
Yeah, telecom domain. Yeah.
Uh, Okay, so we'll take telecom. Okay, and we'll
Thank you, Ravi.
learn that. Yeah, no worries. So when you click on new application, you will see all the list of frameworks in this particular page. So how this particular page is showing all these frameworks means you have installed that framework in your application. First thing, after you install, you go to the framework, and if you go to the application wizard, there is a checkbox that is called show this application in the new application wizard. So you see this Pega Marketing FW is having this checkbox selected. That is the reason whenever someone is creating a new application, then that will come in the list of frameworks. For example, you are not selecting this checkbox, then it will not come in this list. So what is the name of the application? Pega Customer Decision Hub. That's what you have to select here. So when I scroll down, you see here, this is what. So you have to create your application on top of Pega Customer Decision Hub. That's what you have to do in your real application also, in real time project also. Okay. How this will come in the list means you have to select this checkbox, then it will come in the list of frameworks. If you don't select the checkbox, then it will not come. Okay, fine. Now, very good thing or very interesting thing is, like I told you, the wizard will take care of entire proper setup of your application. Okay, coming to the configuration of context dictionary, classes creation, and there is something called NBAD XCAR model. So all these things will be done by the wizard. So we'll see what all things are getting installed. We'll see, but let us run the wizard. This is not there before 8.8. I think in 8.7 it's there, I believe, or maybe it's not there. But before 8.7, this wizard is not there. If you are using 8.7 before version, then you will not see this. This is a very good advantage or very useful feature, because without this, you have to create the classes yourself, data model yourself, context dict- context dictionary yourself. All these things you have to do it yourself. But after this is there, right? You don't need to do all the things. Only this is only taking care of the thing. So that is the advantage here. Okay. So I mean, if you try to check the old version and try to do that, you will come to know how difficult it will be. It will take at least 3 to 4 days to complete the setup without the wizard, but this will do in few minutes. Okay, fine. So now what it is saying this wizard will set up. Now you click on next. So here what we'll do, we'll take organization name. Uh, Let us give it as telecom, and I'll give the application name as. So you have anything in mind? You want to tell something? I can add the same thing. You want to mention something? Anyone? What application name you want?
Geo.
Geo. Okay, fine. So I'm giving here Geo plans. Okay. So it can be internet plan, it can be mobile plan, whatever. But we are promoting something from Geo, so we are giving the same thing. And I click on. So then I'll give here Reliance. Okay. So then I click on next. So our goal is to promote some Geo plan, like a SIM card or internet plan or mobile plan. So these kind of things we are promoting using this framework. Now where it belongs to? Geo belongs to which framework? Which industry? Communications, right? Telecom means
Communication.
communications. So you select that. Okay. Then what it will do is it will create a you see, this is actually installing this next best action advisor also. I discussed about this right in the first session, which is going to integrate between customer service portal and a decisioning portal. It will act like integration between customer service and decisioning. So that is also, I think it's going to be installed. Okay. And second thing, what it will do is it will install the data model. What is data model? Data model is nothing but the columns and the properties and the classes and the table. All this is data model, right? So what data model it's installing? Customer data model. So it will install you a sample customer data model along with all the properties that are used in communications. See, in communications, what properties do you use? I mean, in the telecom, what properties do you use? We use something like internet plan speed, internet download speed, internet upload speed, or for example, what you say, like EMI, or you say like, for example, what is the mobile usage. Okay, how much mobile usage you are having, how much mobile usage limit you are having. That means per day 2 GB, per day 3 GB. So all these are some specific data model for telecom projects, right? How much internet speed, how much download speed, upload speed, what is that, router configuration. So all these are specific to telecom. So these properties, these classes, these tables, everything will be installed for you by this wizard only. Okay. So depending on the industry that you select, it will automatically create the tables, properties, classes, everything. For example, you are selecting banking, then it will create something like monthly EMI, loan tenure, credit card name, credit card price. So these kind of properties will be installed. Okay, along with the classes and the tables and the columns. Okay, it will install the tables, classes, properties, columns, all these things. So that's what it will do. And then it's also going to install the operations manager. We'll come to know that later. Now I click on next. So then it is going to store the interactions into a specific repository. That repository name is file repo. It is creating that repository. Interactions means when the customer will accept or reject the offer, right? So that's what it's going to store there. So review the configuration. Okay, organization is Reliance, geo plans, communications, repository is this, and the data model is XCAR. Okay, this XCAR means what? XCAR means extended customer analytics record. So you might hear this word in your real-time project also. But depending on the version that you are using, you might need to install this manually. See, I told you right just now, in 8.7 onwards, this wizard will automatically install the data model. But probably if you are using before 8.7, then you have to manually install the data model. Okay, so how do I install? What do I need to do? For example, you are working for a banking company. What you have to do is just search for XCAR for banking, you can say data model, Pega. Then you will get this thing that is called financial services customer analytical data model. First of all, XCAR full form is extended customer analytics record. See, it's nothing but they give the name like that, but what does it mean is it's nothing but customer data model for financial services. Just like now I told you, right? This data model, what it will do is it will install sample tables, classes, properties, and columns for bank related thing. That means, like I told you, loan EMI, loan tenure, credit card price, debit card price. These are all properties and columns which are specific to bank. So those kind of data model it will install. That's what it will do. Okay, that's what it will do. You have to manually download this and you have to manually install this. How to install? So like you come here and you just go to the same thing like application, distribution, import. Okay, like this you come here and you download it here, right? You download it here and you upload it. You just upload it and you click on next, it will install. So once you install that, you have to select manage components and you have to select the model. So you see here it's already added. Since this is a Pega sample application, right? It is not a scratch environment. It is something which is having a sample data. So that's the reason already it is installed. So once you import that, you will get this component like this. So you just select the checkbox enable and you just click on OK. This is going to import all the data model for you. Okay, depending on the domain that you are working, you have to select the appropriate data model. Since I am assuming that I am working for a banking project, I selected this XCAR. For example, you're working for a telecom, you just search something like telecom XCAR data model Pega. For all the domains, this data model is there. You see communications customer data model. Simply just you download it and import it and enable it. Okay, download it, import it, and enable it. That's what you do. So for example, sample, you see this is the sample table which is installed. Okay, after you import this component, it will automatically create the classes, columns, properties, and tables, right? So this is one of the sample class which is actually coming from the um, component only. That's XCAR model. This is the one. FS stands for financial services. For example, if you see the properties, what properties are installed. Let me try to open this. Okay, so if you expand the properties, you see here for financial, what kind of properties are there? Loan account, deposit account, credit card account. So like this, some properties which are related to bank, those properties are already installed by using this XCAR model. Okay, so I hope you understood. After you do the data model, then what is the next thing? Okay, see, first thing is you have to install the data model for your industry, whatever data model is there. First you install that, the XCAR model. After that, you have to install the NBAD template, which is nothing but called as next best action designer template. So what this will do? So this will actually create the classes, tables, columns, and properties, sample classes, and all these things. That's what it will do. So that you can use this and you can customize as per your business. Okay, you can start with this and you can extend that. For that purpose, it is installing all these things. Now, what this will do, what this NBAD template will do. So what this NBAD template will do is it will install some offers, okay, some sample offers, and some categories, okay, some sample categories, and some sample configuration in your marketing portal, in the CDH portal. That's what it will do. Okay. Why we need this, all these things means to get started easily, so that you don't need to do everything from scratch. Okay, first thing, you install the data model, xcar data model. It will give you some sample classes and everything. For example, you have some properties specific to your application, you can create here itself. You don't need to again create new class, new table and all that. You can just extend whatever is already created. Same way here, it will give you some sample offers, sample categories that you can promote, so that you don't need to again create offers from beginning. Whatever existing offers are there, you can use that also. If it will help your requirement. That's what these two things will do. So these two things you have to configure. So I'll just show that also. Just you search NBAD template for bank. I'm just searching like this. Okay, NBAD template for bank. So just you open this, and again same thing, you download this and you install this. That's what you have to do. First you install the data model xcar. Okay, first you install the xcar, then you install the NBAD template. That's what you have to do for the versions above 8.7 below 8.7. Starting from 8.7 onwards, Pega will only take care of downloading, installing everything. You don't need to do anything. Okay, now just I click on start. It will take care of installing data model, everything. You don't need to do anything. Okay, everything is automated. Everything is automated here. Okay, any questions till here? Is it understood for everyone? Anything confusing? So just if you want, I can explain once again. If you're not clear, just let me know. Clear, everyone?
I'm good.
Ravi, first of all, we are preparing the environment. We set up
Hmm.
that one infrastructure and everything. Then we creating this application, which is we just done it, right?
Correct. Yes.
And then every time we have to do these things, like creating application and installing the data model, and then
Only one
install this
time. First time. First time you have to do.
first.
That's it.
No, no, my first time.
Okay.
Okay.
Only one time you have to do. First time. For every
And
application you do. So you don't create multiple applications. Only one application.
one
Okay.
application.
Yes.
And there's no framework or anything like that. There's just implementation.
Framework we already have, no? So
Yeah.
that is a Pega decisioning framework. On top of that, you create the application. That's
Create
it.
application. Okay.
Okay. So
Ravi,
prepare the environment,
uh,
enable the services. Yeah.
Yeah,
Then
so
this one
I mean,
is
this is something which is being created in any industry in the beginning. Whenever we join as a CDH developer, so let's
correct,
say
correct,
if I'm
correct.
joining any telecom industry, so this model and everything will be developed already there. Now, what kind of a work we are supposed to do there in that?
We'll come to know, right?
Okay.
So the course will explain you what you are supposed to do. Okay. This is just we are starting with beginning, so we'll proceed till the end. Okay. Yeah.
and one more thing, when installing the data model, this is a classes, table, columns, and property. These are going to be stored in Cassandra.
No,
The
no,
value.
only in you, not in Cassandra. Nothing will store in Cassandra until you manually mention that. Okay. It will store directly in your Pega database. That's a PostgreSQL database. It will store.
Postgres. Okay.
Yeah, Pega internal database is there, no? Pega data. In Pega
Yeah, yeah,
data
yeah.
only, it will store all these things. Okay. So this is XCAR. Okay, I'm just giving the full form of XCAR also. XCAR means Extended Customer Analytics Record. Okay, extended means so just a sample data model. CAR means see XCAR means it is given by Pega systems. XCAR means it is given by Pega systems. CAR means what your application specific data model is there. Okay, that is customer analytics record. Customer analytics record. This is your application specific data model. That is nothing but that one. That's what you do. Basically, you install the data model so that everything will be created for you from scratch. And based on what your application requirement is there, you can update the existing, or you can add more columns or add more properties depending on that. Same way, it will already give you some sample offers, sample categories, and all these things. If these offers are enough for you, you can promote from that only. But generally, business will have more products, more services, right? So you can extend this existing one. Okay, so this two purpose is to give you some baseline, or to give you some what you say, some sample, so that you can get started and you can extend if necessary. That's what the purpose of this too. So like you see, right, you don't need to do anything from 8.7 onwards. Everything is automated. So just you select what is your business, what is the name of application, like that, and you click on next. It will do everything for you. Context dictionary will also be configured by this only. Context dictionary will also be configured by this only. You can later uh, you can later customize depending on your requirement, but the initial base will be given by this wizard. That's what it will do. Okay, that is the advantage of this.
So
Okay,
which version are
so
you using, Ravi? Is it 8.7 or
it's 8.8. We are learning 8.8.
okay?
Okay, so did any one of you tried the environment configuration yesterday or today for enabling CDH services in setenv.bat? Any one of you tried that?
I
Yes,
tried,
Ravi.
but the
It's
Ravi,
working.
but the bat file I could not able to open in Notepad.
Okay,
I was able to do that,
so
Ravi.
great.
So
So you
how
are
do you?
able to validate, right?
Yes, yes.
Yes, Ravi. I am also done that.
Yeah. So just like I
Ravi,
told you
I'm
right
done,
yesterday, you are also done.
but
Okay, good.
I'm not able to log in into the using CH addition and get analyst
You are not able
roles,
to log into the cloud or personal edition.
personal edition.
Okay, that is something you can figure out, or see what is the logs that are coming, or we can
I'm
connect
getting
separately if you are.
the
No
information
worries.
you entered was not recognized, it says.
Now, which information did you give? Login.
I just give the login information, the one decisioning architect
That is
roles
for
one.
cloud. That is for cloud. That is not personal edition.
Okay. For the
Okay.
personal edition,
Personal edition, you might have created some operator, right? Or you log in with administrator. You are aware, right? I think most of you might be
personal
already
edition.
aware. You log in with
Mm-hmm.
administrator at the
Okay.
rate pega.com.
Yeah.
Password is
Okay.
install. This one.
So
Okay.
Ravi, what
The
I was
credentials.
trying.
Huh, hmm.
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead. Yeah. Then I'll.
Now the credentials which I gave is for cloud, not for that personal edition.
Thank you.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, Ravi. So I was trying in personal edition. I went to that folder. The folder, the
Hmm,
bin folder. You mentioned in the bin folder. You mentioned about that set and n dot bat file.
hmm.
When I right click, there is no option for me like to open in Notepad. When I
Okay.
click on open, it just run that bat
No,
file.
no, that's what I told, right? You directly open Notepad first. Open the
Okay,
Notepad first.
okay,
Then you go to the file and you go to that path. For example, you come
okay.
here, you say open.
Sorry, I missed.
Then you
Yeah,
go
yeah,
to
yeah.
that, you navigate there, here, like that you do.
Okay,
Yeah? Okay.
okay, I got you.
Just try this way, whoever did not try, and set the service names in the denote type parameter. Restart the
Yeah,
server, validate, and let me know if you face any issues. That should work.
okay. Yeah, sure, I'll
Yeah.
try to.
Then you are good to create the application, the CDH application. Okay. But again, you don't need to worry about this wizard. This wizard will not be there in personal edition. You have to do manually, of course. You have to do manually. Manually, what you do means first you create the application. Okay, create the application,
Yeah,
just normal application. Okay, normal application. Then you install this data model, install the template. Okay, that's what you do, and then you just start working. That's it. That's it. That's what you do. That's it.
Will you show
Okay,
the
then you.
manual version also, Ravi, in the
Sorry,
next class?
your voice not audible.
No. Will you show the manual version of installation
Yeah,
in the
I'll
next
show on
class?
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably I'll show on that, but uh,
Yeah.
yeah, we can look into that.
Yeah. Ravi, maybe
Ravi,
maybe can we do only in personal edition so that we can practice in personal edition instead of going to the cloud because you said decision can be done in personal edition, right?
So that's what. After you do this context dictionary, there is no difference. Either it
Okay.
is personal edition or it is cloud, both, no difference. Only issue or only difficulty that you face is while installing this car and context dictionary. That's it. That is where you face the issues.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Apart from that, everything is same. Decisioning wise, everything is same. Okay. Yeah. You can try.
So
Okay, you
Ravi,
can try. If you face any issues, I'll help anywhere.
Thank you.
as part of
Yes.
this course, so will we be doing the manual process as well? So currently, context dictionary, everything got automated, right? Like at least the context dictionary part. So will we see the old process so that it will give more clarity about context dictionary?
Yes, yes. In the next week, I'll try to schedule some session in the next week. Okay.
Okay. About the old process of context
Old
dictionary,
process.
like manual process.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. Correct. Yes. Correct. So that is also not much difficult. Okay. You have to follow the procedure. Okay. Just remember, you have to follow the procedure. Create the
Okay.
Yeah,
decisioning
like
application on top of
yeah,
CDH.
high level details or the already recorded video should also be fine.
Yes. Sure. I'll
Yeah.
do that. But you try from your side to do these steps in the sequence I told you. Follow the same sequence and let me know. But I will also schedule one session for that.
Okay.
Ravi, once I logged in, like, no, I have to go to Prediction Studio and I have to launch the Dev Studio, right? From there,
Right. Right. Dev Studio and you create
uh,
application.
yeah, when I click on Prediction Studio, I'm getting like no predictions. Create new.
No, just ignore that no predictions and all that. On top you will see this arrow mark. You switch here. Directly you switch from Prediction Studio to Dev Studio. You click on this toggle and you switch. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, Ravi, one thing. So in personal editions, I try to create an application on top of CDH, right? But in CDH framework is not there in personal edition.
That's what CDH framework will not be there in personal edition. But the decisioning rules will be there. Adaptive model, predictive model, strategies.
But we need to create, right, in personal edition also one application for testing purpose. But where you need to create on top of CDH only, right?
Ravi, can you arrange some like session for that as well? Manual, like how to create in personal edition on Monday. So that will be helpful for us.
We can't hear
I think
you.
you're in mute there. I think
Ravi,
you're in mute.
you're on mute, I guess.
Am I audible now?
Oh
Yes.
yeah, you
Yeah.
are.
Okay. So I was saying next week we will have the session. I don't know if I can do on Monday, but next week definitely I'll cover.
Yeah.
Okay. But like I told you, if you don't install on CDH framework, then you have to do all these things manually. All these
Okay.
things manually. Okay. Yes.
Ravi, all the services are showing normal, but the data flow is showing as no service selected. Is that correct?
I'm not able to understand what you said.
When I'm clicking on data flow tab, so it says like no service selected. Is it the correct one? Select a service to display its details
We'll
for
do
the
one
data
thing. We'll
flow.
connect. We'll connect after this call. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, so you can share your screen and show the issue.
But other than that, all the services are normal.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Everything
Ravi,
should be normal. Not only that, everything should be normal.
yeah.
See, in data
Yes.
model, I think we are taking in select options. Better we can go and drop down. We have options, batches, and there we can see
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. So here, what I have to select batch or background process.
whatever maybe. I think in around 4 to 5 options is there, right? You can select any one's
Yeah.
all them. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, fine. So now the wizard has completed the setup. Everything is done. So just you can see what happens. See this context dictionary or this wizard, it will automatically create the. It's not yet complete. Okay, still in progress. Fine. So you see that's what it is doing. It's installing NBAD template. That is the current status. Installing the NBAD template, and the template will automatically create so many rules. You see, it's also creating some OOTB adaptive model, data flows, properties, proposition filter, strategies. You see the strategies. So we'll see which one we need for what purpose the strategies are used. All these things practically we'll see. Okay, but this template wizard will automatically create everything that you need. Okay, it will do everything that you need. So you see
Okay.
this advantage is you don't need to do again in every environment also. Okay, so the thing is this context dictionary will generate a file, a product rule, that is this is the product rule name, geoplans underscore context generated rules. After you go to the dev studio, you can simply download this product rule and you can install it in the separate environment. So that product rule also given to you so that you can don't need to do again and again. Okay, so just wait for this to be done and we are done.
Ravi, can you share the list of topics that will be covered in this course?
Yeah, I'll share it. So let me, I think I have it in my laptop. CPDC. I'll share it with you. I think I have to check it where it is present.
Sure.
I'll send an email or I'll share it to Harsha. You can get it from them.
Okay, that sounds good.
Okay. Okay.
Ravi, this
So
current version is 9.8, you are saying, right?
yes,
Yeah, like initially start from beginning, which version onwards started this?
initially six, right? Initially six, I think. From Pega 6 is there, Pega 7 is there, Pega 8 is there.
6 onwards start, right? We can start
Mm.
from 6, right?
So I
Okay.
am starting from 6. I think Pega 5 is also there. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So those are not being used now. Most of the companies using 8 versions only.
No, if anything, interview questions anyone ask, just
No,
the,
they will not ask related to that.
okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So
Okay.
Ravi,
So
one
yes.
question. As a CDH developer, but then day to day, the work, like what they exactly they do? They're just working on decisioning or depending on the requirements. What
Just
exactly they
what
do?
you do in Pega, what you do in Pega, same thing. You
Pega,
get requirement,
same thing.
you get requirement, you work on that. How
Okay.
you do in Pega, right? You get some user stories, you work on that.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Same way here also. Same way here also.
Okay.
So once we configure this context dictionary and once this wizard is set up, okay, once the wizard is set up, the next thing that you do is you configure the business taxonomy. So just I will give introduction to you now, and tomorrow once the application is set up, we will see the taxonomy manually. So the business taxonomy is nothing but called as business structure. This business taxonomy contains of three components. First is the issue, second is the group, third is the proposition. Okay, that is the hierarchy of business structure. So what is this taxonomy? See, first thing, this is the steps that you are following. You are preparing the environment, creating the application, using the wizard, and after that you are creating the structure. So the business issue or the issue is nothing but the reason for promotion, why you are promoting, and the group is nothing but category of promotion, and proposition is nothing but the promotion itself. See, mainly decisioning marketing, what you do promotions and marketing effectively. That is the purpose of this framework, to effectively promote something so that you get more and more sales compared to traditional marketing. So issue is nothing but the reason for promotion. What is the reason for promotion? For example, the business will say, in order to increase the sales, I am promoting. So then you have to give the issue as sales. Next is the business group. What all categories of products that you promote? For example, the business will say, I will promote laptops, I will promote mobiles, I will promote, let's say, TV. So these are nothing but the category. Group means, okay, you can say business issue or business group. So basically, business group means category of what you are promoting. Okay, category of what you are promoting. Proposition means whatever you promote directly. For example, I say laptops, mobiles, right? Let us say OnePlus mobile or Samsung mobile. So this is nothing but the promotion itself, the exact promotion. Or you can say Panasonic TV. Okay, Panasonic 27-inch TV or 28-inch TV. So this is the promotion. So your business structure will comprise of these three components. So now it will be like this. So it will be like this: sales, and then in that laptops, then in that Dell i7 laptop, like this. So this is how your sample structure will look like. Your business structure. This is how you need to categorize. Okay, so this NBAD template which we are installing now, right, that will automatically install some of this sample categories, sample issues, sample groups, and sample propositions. Basically, business issue is nothing but what is the reason, what is the purpose of your promotion. Okay, the purpose of the promotion is called as the business issue. The purpose of the promotion is called as the business issue. So the business will say, I want to promote to increase my sales, or I want to promote to retain the customers. That means retention. That means, for example, let us say that two companies are there, like Netflix and Amazon Prime. So many customers are coming to Amazon Prime, and existing customers are not continuing with Netflix. Okay, so uh, like for example, in April, 10,000 customers are there. But now by May 11th, only 6,000 customers are there. 4,000 customers are not continuing. So my main goal or my main purpose why I am promoting means I want to retain my customers. I want to retain the customers. How you want to retain the customers? Maybe I will give some discounts. Okay, or maybe I will give some buy one get one offers. So these are nothing but the categories, and in the category, so this is nothing but the business issue here. The business issue, which is nothing but the purpose of promotion. The purpose of promotion is called as business issue. Then under business issue, you have the category, business group, which is nothing but categories, category of your promotions, and proposition. So now a discount is there. In the discount, let us say you kept something like uh, 20% discount on 6 months membership. Okay, like I told you some example between Netflix versus Amazon Prime. So they have some issue. Netflix is not having enough people. They want to retain the people. Whoever people are there, they have to be there. So whoever person who is trying to unsubscribe, for those people it will give 20% discount on 6 months membership plan. This is nothing but the proposition. Why we call it as proposition? Because anything that you propose is called proposition. We can't say it as a product. For example, if you are saying it as a product, then this discount name will not be applicable. We can't say it as a service. For example, if you are promoting a laptop, then calling it service is not a meaningful name. So the generic name that is given for what you promote is called proposition. So you also call it as anything that you propose. That's the reason it's called as proposition. So the business taxonomy contains of these three things: business issue, business group, proposition. So tomorrow we'll see, tomorrow instance on Monday we'll see how to categorize and how to implement this business taxonomy. Okay, how to implement this business taxonomy, we will see in the Monday session. But theoretically, I'm just telling you what is the difference and the things just for your understanding. Okay, let me know like if you did not understand or you have any confusion on that. Still 50%, still not done. Yes. So you understood the business taxonomy? What is the meaning of this? Your voice is not audible. Hello?
Yeah.
Guys, you have
Yes.
any questions? You have any questions on this business taxonomy? See, this is what we do after our application is created. Okay, because this wizard is taking care of all these things: context dictionary, data model, nba template, everything. You don't need to do all these things. You can right away come to taxonomy. That is the next step.
Mhm.
Okay, understood about this taxonomy? See, taxonomy, why we need taxonomy? Because you are promoting something to the customer, but what you are promoting, which category it belongs to. In our example, we have taken something like uh, this mobiles, right? We taken mobile and TV. This is what you are promoting. Okay, so to promote that, you have to take the structure also. What is the purpose of promotion, what is the category of promotion, and what are the promotions that you are doing. Okay, maybe for example, this particular TV is having very less sales. So to increase the sales, the company is using Pega marketing. To increase the sales, the company is using Pega marketing. So you have to create a structure like this, then you can promote. It will be common for any business. For example, we are taking right now telecom, right? We are taking telecom project. So we can take something like retention, and again discounts, and let us say I will give something like 10% discount on let's say uh, 300 mbps plan. I'm taking 300 mbps internet plans like this, just to increase more and more customers, because you are giving some discount compared to other people. So you have to configure your issue, group, and proposition. So we'll see how to configure what is the procedure and all that. We'll see that. Okay, we are done successfully. Your GeoPlans application is now ready, and you just go to the open customer decision hub. That's it. Okay, so just it's ready now. So we are good to start. So on Monday, then we will see the application business taxonomy, and we'll start setting up that. So just to show you, like it says that it already configured context dictionary, right? Let us see what it has configured. So I go to the settings, I go to the context dictionary, and I will see what it has configured. So you see here, it has created something. It has created subscription, account, household, like that. Three contexts it has created. Subscription is the primary context, and it has, see, you see, it has created this class also: Reliance dash Geoplans dash data dash subscription. Okay, so it has created something. A subscription means maybe customers who are already subscribed. So you can use it. You can use the same class. Because it has created the class. It has created these properties. It has created a table. It has created columns. All these things it has created for you. Simply your job is, you can just simply use this same class, and you can add your extra customers, or you can add your extra properties if you want. You can extend the same thing. You don't need to again create a new thing. You can just extend the existing classes it has created. Okay, so that's what you can achieve with this wizard, which is a very useful wizard, which will save a lot of effort. Okay, going forward, you will do everything on wizard only, which is advantageous for you, so that you can directly now start working on setting up the taxonomy, which we will see on Monday. Okay, which we'll see on Monday. Okay, anything else you want to discuss? Already we are past the time, so just let me know, like, if you have any questions, anyone.
Yeah, can you, like a senior developer roles, can you show me if anywhere, anything? How can I find out that developer roles, senior developer roles, the CDH one?
Yeah, just message in WhatsApp to Harsha. I'll share it to you.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, okay. Okay, guys. So this is the last demo session. From Monday onwards, everyone has to enroll. Okay. So I'm requesting all of you to enroll. This will be a good opportunity for you. We will cover both Pega decisioning and Pega marketing in this course. Okay, it's not like we cover only one thing. We will cover both of them. So we will cover in a step-by-step manner using a practical scenario-based approach. So I request all of you to enroll in the weekend and get ready by Monday. So from Monday onwards, it's going to be a paid sessions, and it's going to be separate link will be there, which is not accessible by free people. Okay, so just try to enroll and make sure that every one of you is available there. So like I told, you will be getting PPT recordings, and also I'm sharing some notes right in the class. That notes also I will share it with you, so that you can easily brush through whatever happened on that day. Okay, and also I'll share you assignment every weekend. On Friday I will share you some assignment to you, some exercise that you can do in your cloud version, and you can see how much you have understood. Okay, so PPT, recording, assignment, and daily notes. Along with that, certification guarantee will be there. Pega PCDC certification is there, right? So every one of you will be certified in Pega CPDC. So that guarantee also we will be giving it to you. So all these advantages are there, and it's up to you. But I recommend to start enrolling, and see you all from Monday onwards.